With food prices being so expensive right now, it's been really hard to figure out how to afford to be able to eat healthy in order to lose weight. So I've been making most of my meals using foods that I already have on hand in order to stretch out my budget and also in order to help me stay on track. So I wanna show you 3 breakfasts that I'm prepping this week to help me lose fat without buying any groceries. They are super quick and easy to make, really tasty and filling because of the protein in them. And guess what? Using food I already have at home to make my meals isn't just helping me save money. It also helped me lose 130 pounds, and I've kept it off for 11 years, but count it 1-1. So I'm gonna be making a ham and egg breakfast sandwich, peanut butter cookie oatmeal, and Snickers protein waffles. I'm starting with the breakfast sandwich, so this is what you're gonna need, sweetheart. Before I get into it, if you want to support the channel and you think you can handle more of this and cute sassy, we have channel memberships. So if you want to click the join button, you can become a member of the Cute Heart Club and you'll get a variety of really cool exclusive videos plus baller custom emojis. So we're gonna need some salt and pepper to taste, then a sliced English muffin. I sliced it myself. And the ones that we use are the Great Value regular ones. We always buy a bunch of these because they're only like $1.97 Canadian, which is really good. And we keep them in the freezer and we just thaw them out as we need to. And that saves a lot of money buying a bunch of these and freezing them. A light cheese slice, and these are the Great Value light cheese slices, and these last forever in the fridge. We just store it in a Ziploc bag and we just pull from it as we need it. 1/4 cup of egg whites, and we like the Costco ones, the Kirkland signature, because you get 4 of these in one container and it saves us a lot of money buying in bulk. 1 medium egg, a slice of Black Forest ham, and we like the Kirkland smoked Black Forest ham. This stuff is so good. You get 2 packages. We cut it in half and freeze one and then use the other one in the fridge. And what we love about it is for 2 slices, it's only 70 calories and 12 grams of protein, which that's a huge amount of protein for deli ham.
And these cheese squares are 4 grams of protein.
Yes, they are. That's what is really cool, why I like adding the cheese slices. 4 grams of protein. So that's like crazy. And you get cheesiness plus protein. It's a win-win, bud. It's a win-win. We also need 2 teaspoons of margarine, light margarine. And this is the Baysell Light. We always have this in the fridge. It's the most buttery. That's why we love it. It tastes like butter, but it's not the calories of butter. And then we need some sort of meal prep container to store it in, because I am meal prepping each of these breakfasts and I'm gonna eat them, you know, over the next 3 mornings. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is get my eggs cooking, but first I have to preheat my pan. So I've already sprayed it with cooking spray and I'm gonna go put it on medium-high heat and then we'll mix up the eggs. Okay, so while the pan is heating, I'm just gonna pour my egg whites into the bowl with the egg, and then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add a decent amount of salt and a good pinch of pepper there, because you do wanna flavor this, otherwise it would be like kind of bland. So now I'm just gonna whisk it all together, like so. And what I like to do for breakfast sandwiches is I like to do a whole egg for the nutrients, and because like it tastes really good with the fat from the yolk and stuff, but mostly for the nutrients. And then to keep the calories down but add more protein, I add the egg whites to it. Okay, so that looks great. I'm just gonna wait for the pan to heat. While I do, what I'm gonna do is just put some of this container together. So in this larger compartment, I'm gonna put the cheese slice, and because it's wrapped, I can put this and know that it's not gonna get soggy. And then in one of these smaller compartments, I'm just gonna fold my ham up like that, and I will put my lid on the margarine, but I'll just leave it like that for now so that you guys can see how it all comes together. So I just stick that, actually I think, yeah, it'll tuck in nicer over here. So we just tuck it in like that, and then this spot the eggs will go once they're cooked. Okay, the pan's ready. I'm just giving it one last mix together. And what I like to do is just pour my eggs on one side of the pan. And then I use my spatula to like corral it together so that I want it to kind of make like a half moon almost, so that I can fold it up and it will fit nicely on my English muffin. So I like to get it like as corralled over to one corner as I can. Now what I'm gonna do is let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes until it's almost set on the top. Then I'm gonna flip it and let it cook for 1 more minute until it's fully set, and then I'll show you how I fold it up and pack it. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. This is not like, it's not pretty. Let me just say, it might be a little sloppy, but this is how I flip it. Oh, that was more pretty than I expected. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is let it cook for another minute until it sets on the other side, and then we'll fold it up and get it ready for tomorrow's breakfast. Okay, so this is ready. I'm just gonna put it there, and what I wanna do is fold it up. I have iron hands, so don't do what I'm doing. You might wanna let this cool off a little bit first, but what I like to do is just give it a little fold, and then take a little look-see. So I think what I'm gonna do is like thirds. So go like this, and then go kind of like so, and then, yeah, that'll fit perfect. And then I'm just gonna put it right here in my container, and I'm gonna let this fully cool, and then I'm gonna store it in the fridge. And on the morning that I'm ready to eat it, what I'm gonna do is toast my English muffin, heat up my egg for 30 seconds. And what I do to heat that up, if I don't wanna take everything out, I take my egg out and I put it on the lid, and I microwave it on the lid so that I don't have to do any more dishes.
Smart.
These are microwave safe, these containers. So I heat that up, and then when the English muffin's done toasting, I spread the margarine on both sides, and then I put the cheese slice on one of the sides of English muffin. Then I put my egg, and then I put my slice of ham, and then I top it with the other part of the English muffin. And that is my breakfast sandwich, and it'll literally take like a minute to throw it together. Now, if you want to put it all together right now when you prep it, that's cool too. Put it together, let it cool, wrap it up in like a paper towel and then some tin foil. The reason why I don't do that is because it can get a little soggy, and I'm not a soggy breakfast sandwich person, so I like to do it like this. That way it's almost all the way made, and I just do a little bit of freshness in the morning. Before I give you the calories, I lost my weight by portioning out food that I already had on hand in the house. And if you wanna know more of the exact meals and portions that I ate to lose it, you can buy my weight loss ebook called The First 50. The link's down below, and code Nicole will save you 10% off. So here's the calories. This makes one sandwich, and per sandwich, it's 325 calories, 12 grams of fat, 29 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of protein.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're gonna let this cool, and while it's cooling, I'm gonna make the peanut butter cookie oatmeal, bud.
Yes.
Okay, let's make the peanut butter cookie oatmeal, and this is what you're gonna need. A large microwave safe bowl, and this is for the morning when I make it. I like to use a bowl this size because when I heat my oatmeal in the microwave, oatmeal can overflow when you're cooking it in the microwave, so this larger bowl seems to stop that from happening. So I just wanted to show you the size of bowl that I use. We need half a cup of quick oats and some sort of a container with a lid. The quick oats I use are the Great Value, and we always get like a couple bags at a time and keep them because for some reason Walmart is always out, so we always get more than one bag. Then we need a quarter of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and we get the big one from Costco. A tablespoon of low-calorie sweetener, and we like the Great Value one from Walmart. Then 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, and we use the PB&Me. This one is the no sugar added one that Costco is selling right now. Then we need half of a peanut butter cookie, and these are the ones I've been using. They're like a no-name brand from Freshco in Canada because we're Canadian, and literally Kyle and I have used this for so many desserts and meals. We've keeps them. We've been keeping them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and they've stayed fresh. Like every time we eat them, they feel like we just opened the package. So it really makes them last a long time. So half of the cookie, half a tablespoon of peanut butter baking chips, and the ones we use are the Hershey's Chip-Its, the Reese's peanut butter chips. They're amazing. 2 tablespoons of low-calorie syrup, and this is the one that I'm using, the Steve's Maples. We get this from Walmart and we really love it. In these little containers, I bought a 100 pack of mini containers with lids off of Amazon, and it literally lasts me forever for so many meal preps. But you can also obviously use reusable ones, but I like these for traveling and on the go. And then for liquids, we're going to need half a cup of milk, which I've got it all in little containers here. And we're just using regular skim milk and any one that's on sale. We were using the Fairlife protein milk, but it's getting really hard to find. It's also a lot more expensive than regular milk. And if you get the skim milk, it's the same calories as the Fairlife. It's just a little bit less protein. Like this has 9 grams of protein per cup and Fairlife has 14. So there's really not a huge difference. This saves money and we can find it at any store. Half a cup of water, which I have in this container with a lid, and then a 1/4 cup of egg whites. And I'm using the Costco egg whites just like in the other recipe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lid all of these because I'm just gonna store these in the fridge for really easy oatmeal making when I eat this in the morning. That. And then these I'm just gonna slide over here. What I wanna do is crush my cookie up, and I just wanted to show you how I do that. I like to put it in the middle of a napkin like this, fold the napkin over and use the back of a spoon, and I just press down, and I kind of make like a up and down or a back and forward motion, however you want to say that, to kind of crush the cookie up into little pieces. And then sometimes it can get a little bit stuck, but you just use the spoon to maneuver it around. And that is perfect. And what I'm gonna do is pour it into this container with the peanut butter chips. And then just for visual effects so everybody can see that there are chips and stuff in there, I'll just do a little ha-hoo like that. So there's my little mix-ins. I wanna crush that a little more. There, okay, perfect. Okay, so there's my toppings. Now let's get the oatmeal together. So I put all the dry ingredients in this container. I'm gonna put the powdered peanut butter, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and the sweetener. And then we're just gonna mix this until it's really well combined. And if you're doing it in a rectangular container, I shimmy it all down here so that it's easier to mix in. And then sometimes the powdered peanut butter can clump a bit, so I just use the back of my spoon to break it up. And you just wanna stir this until everything is really well combined. Because what I do in the morning is so easy once this is all mixed together. You don't have to do any mixing of it. Okay. Oh wow, it smells so good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is my dry ingredients. I'm gonna put the lid on that, and I store this on the counter along with the cookie crumbles and the peanut butter chips. I'll literally just put lids on these and then store them on my counter until I need them. And then everything else will go in the fridge, the syrup and all the liquid. And then when I'm ready to make it, I take my dry mix, I put it in my microwave safe bowl, and then I just pour all the liquid in, mix it together, and I microwave it for 1 minute. And then I stir it and microwave it for 1 more minute for a total of 2 minutes. Why I do that is because egg whites, they can kind of clump up in the microwave when you cook them. So stirring it in between seems to stop that from happening. And I like using egg whites in my oatmeal because it bumps up the protein and it actually adds creaminess to the oatmeal without adding a ton of calories. and you can't even taste them. So it's a really cool way to add protein and a cool texture. So once it's cooked, I just sprinkle on my topping, my chips and my cookies, and then I drizzle over the syrup over top of the oatmeal. And then you eat it up because it's so good. So this makes 1 bowl of peanut butter cookie oatmeal. Per bowl, it's 354 calories, 8 grams of fat, 51 grams of carbs, and 21 grams of protein.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna get the lids on the syrup. I'm gonna get my liquids in the fridge, pop this on the counter, and then stay tuned because next I'm making the Snickers protein waffles. Okay, it's time to make the Snickers protein waffles. So this is what you're gonna need. 2 frozen, like ready-made waffles, protein ones, and I'm using the Eggo protein waffles in the buttermilk vanilla flavor. These are so amazing. Like, we've been keeping these in the freezer for real quick breakfast, and they go on sale a lot, the Eggo waffles, so we always get them for a decent price. And I like the buttermilk vanilla flavor a lot because it goes with so many flavors. So I have 2 of them. They're frozen. They're gonna thaw overnight in the fridge, and that's totally fine. They heat up in the microwave real nice. So those are in my container with a lid. And then we need 10 grams of chocolate protein powder, and this is the one that I'm using. It's my favorite protein powder, HTLT Subs Casein and Whey protein powder in the chocolate milkshake flavor. This is so chocolatey. It literally satisfies all my chocolate cravings, and it tastes really good as a protein topping in Greek yogurt. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below if you want to get some. Then we need a 1/3 cup of plain fat-free Greek yogurt, and this is the one we use from Costco, the Kirkland one. We need 2 grams of peanuts that have been finely chopped, and I'm using the Great Value roasted and salted peanuts. And because I portion them out, this container, it's lasted us for like months.
And you'd be surprised that those little bit of peanuts goes a long way for the flavor.
It really does. It's a really beautiful topping. I love peanuts, but they're super calorie dense, so I like to have them in small doses. That way I still get them, but I'm not getting all the calories that come with them. It also saves us money and makes the container last a lot longer. So then we're gonna need some syrups. We're gonna need 1 teaspoon of caramel syrup, and this is the Smucker's Sundae caramel syrup. Love the Smucker's syrups. And then we need a teaspoon of the Smucker's chocolate Sundae syrup. Any chocolate syrup you have is cool, but we like the Smucker's. Then we need a teaspoon of chocolate chips, and I'm using the Hershey's Chip-Its. We get this big bag from Costco. And a tablespoon of powdered peanut butter. And again, I'm using the PB&Me no sugar added one that we get from Costco. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is mix up my protein topping. I'm gonna put the protein powder in with the yogurt and the powdered peanut butter.
This combo is unreal.
Yes, it is. And it's gonna look like it's not gonna mix in, but just keep going. It will blend in beautifully. You just have to stir it for a bit. And the powdered peanut butter combined with the protein powder, especially the chocolate, it's baller, like Kyle said.
If you guys haven't tried Nicole's yogurt special fancy yogurt toppings on these waffles, like, what are you doing with your life?
It is so great. Like, the plain Greek yogurt literally acts as like a blank canvas for anything. And when you add the protein powder, especially like HTLT Subs, the flavors are amazing. They taste better than any other protein powder. When you add something like that to the Greek yogurt and then like powdered peanut butter, it literally tastes like dessert. And it adds so much more protein and makes my meals way more filling when I do this. And I like to top waffles and pancakes with this. So what I'm gonna do, this is stirred up perfectly. I'm gonna just wedge it into the corner of this small compartment, like that. I'm just gonna get as much as I can. Anything that's in the bowl I do lick, by the way, because it's part of my calories, so I ain't missing on no calories. That's how I roll. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the chocolate chips and the peanuts, and just gonna pour it in there, mix it around, and then I am going to just put it right in there. I will put the lid on, but I just want you guys to see it all come together first. Then I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna put the lid on after, but I'm just gonna wedge it the right in there, guys. Then I only have to have one syrup on the side. Everything else will be in here, so it's a lot easier to store in the fridge. Oh, before I give you the calories, I just want to tell you how I'll put this together when I'm ready to eat it. So what I like to do is you can use the toaster if you want to toast them in the morning, but because I thaw them in the fridge overnight, what I like to do is take the waffles, put them on the lid, heat them for 30 to 60 seconds depending on the microwave and how hot I want them. And then I put them on a plate and I top them with my protein topping. Then I sprinkle on the chocolate chips and peanuts, and then I drizzle both syrups over top. And it's literally like Snickers for breakfast on waffles. And it's so filling and delicious, you're gonna love it. So this makes one serving. Per serving, it's 359 calories, 8 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbs, and 28 grams of protein.
That's awesome.
Oh, yes. It's, the protein is gonna keep you so full. So I just wanna show you how I'm lidding these. I better get this out and then I'll wedge it back in there. Okay, so just like that. And then I'm gonna do the other syrup, and this I'll just store on top, like that. And then let's hope this baby wants to close when I shove it in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Working miracles, bud. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace, bud.
See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.